Trust and respect are two of the most valuable things we can give someone. But what if I told you that there are certain people, no matter how charming or kind they seem, who you should never trust or respect? Today, we're diving into the wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live wisely and protect our peace. The Stoics understood that not everyone deserves your trust or respect, and for good reason. In this video, we'll uncover the 9 types of people that the Stoics would advise us to be cautious around. These are individuals whose actions, intentions, or character traits could lead to harm, disappointment, or betrayal. But this isn't about judging others. It's about protecting yourself, your peace of mind, your emotional well-being, and your values. By recognizing these traits, you can navigate your relationships more wisely and live a life that's true to Stoic principles. So, if you're ready to learn who to be wary of and why, let's get started. Here are the 9 types of people you should never trust or respect. So, let's get started. Number 1. The manipulative friend. A manipulative friend is someone who pretends to care about you but has hidden motives. They might flatter you, offer help, or make you feel special, but their kindness comes with strings attached. They may try to control your actions or decisions using guilt, fear, or obligation to get what they want. This kind of friend isn't truly interested in your well-being. They're more focused on what they can gain from you. From a Stoic point of view, this behavior is dangerous. Stoicism teaches us to value honesty, integrity, and self-control. A manipulative friend lacks these virtues. They disrupt your peace of mind, pulling you into their web of deceit and emotional games. Over time, you might find yourself stressed, anxious, or doubting your own judgment because of their influence. The Stoics would advise us to distance ourselves from such people. They believed in surrounding ourselves with those who uplift our character and encourage our growth, not those who drag us down with manipulation and deceit. Remember, a true friend respects your autonomy and values you for who you are, not for what they can get from you. It's important to recognize a manipulative friend and take steps to protect your peace. This might mean setting boundaries, having honest conversations, or even ending the friendship if necessary. Your well-being and inner tranquility are too valuable to sacrifice for someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart. Number 2. The constant critic. A constant critic is someone who always finds fault in everything you do. They rarely offer praise, and when they do, it's often overshadowed by negative comments. This person might think they're being helpful, but their endless criticism can wear you down, making you doubt your abilities and self-worth. From a Stoic perspective, dealing with a constant critic requires strength and self-awareness. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control what others say or do. We can only control our reactions. The constant critic's words are a reflection of their own insecurities, fears, or frustrations, not a true reflection of your value. The Stoics would advise you to remain calm and composed in the face of criticism. Don't let their negativity disturb your inner peace. Instead, view their comments with objectivity. Is there any truth in what they're saying? If so, use it as an opportunity to improve. But if their criticism is unfair or unfounded, let it go. It doesn't define you. It's also important to set boundaries with a constant critic. You don't have to absorb their negativity. Politely but firmly, let them know how their words affect you. If they're unwilling to change, consider distancing yourself from their influence. Surround yourself with people who offer constructive feedback, those who challenge you to grow, but do so with kindness and respect. In the end, Stoicism teaches us that our worth isn't determined by others' opinions. Stay true to your values, focus on your personal growth, and don't allow a constant critic to shake your confidence. Number 3. The superficially friendly. The superficially friendly person is someone who appears warm and kind on the surface, but their friendliness lacks depth. They may smile, compliment you, or seem interested in your life, but it's all a facade. When you need real support or a meaningful connection, they're often nowhere to be found. Their friendship is shallow, driven by convenience or social norms rather than genuine care. From a Stoic viewpoint, it's essential to recognize the difference between true friendship and superficial friendliness. Stoicism values sincerity, honesty, and meaningful relationships. The superficially friendly person, however, operates on appearances rather than substance. They might enjoy the benefits of being liked by many, but they rarely invest in the emotional depth that makes a true friendship valuable. Dealing with such people requires the wisdom to see through their surface-level behavior. The Stoics would advise us not to be swayed by mere appearances or empty gestures. Instead, focus on building relationships with those who truly care about your well-being. People who are there for you in both good times and bad, who offer support, and who challenge you to grow. It's also important to maintain your own integrity. Just because someone is superficially friendly doesn't mean you need to reciprocate with the same lack of depth. Be genuine in your interactions and don't waste energy on relationships that don't nurture your spirit or align with your values. In the end, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize quality over quantity in our friendships. True friends are rare, but they are worth far more than a crowd of superficial acquaintances. Focus on cultivating these deeper connections and let go of those who only offer a shallow semblance of friendship. Number 4. The inattentive listener. An inattentive listener is someone who seems to be there when you're talking but isn't really present. They might nod, give short responses, or even interrupt, but it's clear their mind is elsewhere. This kind of behavior can be frustrating and make you feel unheard and unimportant. From a Stoic perspective, being an inattentive listener is a sign of a lack of respect and empathy. Stoicism teaches us the value of presence and attention. Listening attentively is a way of showing others that we care about their thoughts and feelings. It's also a practice in humility and patience, key virtues in Stoic philosophy. When you encounter an inattentive listener, the Stoics would advise not to take it personally. Their lack of attention reflects their own struggles with distraction, impatience, or self-centeredness. Instead of reacting with frustration, maintain your own composure and focus on what you can control, your response. If the conversation is important, gently bring their attention back. If it's not, let go of the need to be fully heard. On the other hand, Stoicism encourages us to strive to be better listeners ourselves. When someone speaks, give them your full attention. This not only strengthens relationships, but also cultivates your own practice of mindfulness and self-discipline. By truly listening, you honor both the speaker and the Stoic principle of living with virtue. In the end, whether you're dealing with an inattentive listener or aiming to improve your own listening skills, Stoicism reminds us to stay grounded, patient, and present. Listening with intention is a simple yet powerful way to live in harmony with others and with the Stoic values that guide a meaningful life. Number 5. The empathy-lacking individual. An empathy-lacking individual is someone who struggles to understand or care about the feelings of others. They might dismiss your emotions, offer harsh advice when you need support, or simply fail to notice when you're going through a tough time. Interacting with someone like this can be draining, leaving you feeling misunderstood and isolated. From a Stoic perspective, lacking empathy is a serious flaw because it goes against the Stoic values of kindness, compassion, and understanding. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control others' behavior, we can control how we respond to it. When dealing with an empathy-lacking person, it's important to remain patient and avoid taking their behavior personally. Their inability to connect with others emotionally reflects their own inner challenges, not your worth. The Stoics would encourage you to approach such individuals with a calm and open mind. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, try to understand why they may be this way. Perhaps they've never learned how to express empathy, or they're dealing with their own emotional struggles. By seeing them through a Stoic lens, you can maintain your own peace of mind and even inspire them with your example. However, Stoicism also teaches the importance of setting boundaries. You don't have to tolerate behavior that harms your well-being. If an empathy-lacking individual repeatedly causes you distress, it may be necessary to limit your interactions with them. In the end, Stoicism reminds us that while we can't change others, we can choose how we respond to them. By practicing patience, understanding, and self-control, you can navigate your relationships with empathy-lacking individuals in a way that protects your peace and stays true to Stoic principles. Number 6. The constant irritator. A constant irritator is someone who always seems to get under your skin. Whether it's their behavior, their comments, or just their presence, they have a way of annoying you repeatedly. They might not even realize how much they're bothering you, but their actions can make your daily interactions stressful and exhausting. From a Stoic perspective, dealing with a constant irritator is a valuable opportunity to practice patience, self-control, and emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control other people's behavior, we can control how we react to it. The irritator's actions are outside of your control, but your response is entirely up to you. The Stoics would advise you to take a step back and observe your feelings. Why does this person irritate you so much? Often it's our own expectations or judgments that cause us distress, not the other person's actions. By recognizing this, you can begin to let go of the emotional charge and respond with calmness and clarity. Another key Stoic practice is to view the irritator as a teacher. Their presence gives you a chance to strengthen your inner peace and patience. Instead of letting them upset you, see their behavior as a challenge to overcome, an opportunity to grow stronger in your Stoic practice. However, Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of setting healthy boundaries. If someone's behavior is consistently harmful or disruptive, it's okay to distance yourself from them. Protecting your peace is a Stoic priority. In the end, the constant irritator is a reminder that life will always present challenges. Stoicism teaches us to face these challenges with grace, patience, and a commitment to maintaining our inner tranquility no matter what. Number 7. The eternal victim. The eternal victim is someone who always feels wronged by others and believes life is unfair to them. They constantly blame external circumstances or people for their problems, never taking responsibility for their own role in their situation. This mindset can be draining for those around them and often leaves them stuck in a cycle of frustration and helplessness. From a Stoic perspective, being an eternal victim goes against the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control other people's actions or life's circumstances, but we can control how we respond to them. The eternal victim's approach keeps them trapped in a mindset of powerlessness, preventing them from taking positive actions or finding solutions. The Stoics would encourage someone with this mindset to shift their focus inward. Instead of blaming others, they should examine their own reactions and choices. What can they change about their own behavior or attitude to improve their situation? By taking responsibility for their part in their problems, they can begin to break free from the cycle of victimhood and move towards empowerment and growth. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change with grace and to focus on our own actions and attitudes. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties we face, but rather approaching them with a sense of calm and resilience. In the end, the eternal victim serves as a reminder of the power of choice. Stoicism helps us see that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control our responses and take proactive steps towards a more balanced and empowered life. Number 8. The two-faced individual. The two-faced individual is someone who presents one version of themselves to certain people and a different version to others. They might be friendly and supportive with one group, but cold and dismissive with another. This kind of behavior can create confusion and distrust, making it hard to know where you stand with them. From a Stoic perspective, being two-faced is a sign of inconsistency and a lack of integrity. Stoicism values honesty and authenticity, encouraging us to be true to ourselves and consistent in our interactions with others. A two-faced individual, however, shows a lack of respect for these Stoic principles. Dealing with a two-faced person requires you to stay grounded in your own values. Instead of being swayed by their behavior, focus on maintaining your own integrity. Treat them with fairness, but keep your expectations realistic. Understand that their actions are a reflection of their own inner conflict, not your worth. The Stoics would also suggest setting boundaries. You don't have to accept or engage with behavior that disrupts your peace of mind. It's important to protect your own emotional well-being by choosing how much of your time and energy to invest in a relationship with a two-faced individual. In the end, the two-faced individual highlights the importance of staying true to our own values. Stoicism teaches us to act with honesty and consistency, regardless of how others behave. By focusing on our own integrity, we can navigate relationships with clarity and maintain our inner peace. Number 9. The toxic individual. A toxic individual is someone whose presence brings negativity and harm. They may be consistently critical, manipulative, or draining, creating a hostile environment wherever they go. Their behavior can affect your mood, self-esteem, and overall well-being, making interactions with them feel like a burden. From a Stoic perspective, dealing with a toxic individual is about maintaining your inner peace and integrity. Stoicism teaches that while we can't control other people's behavior, we can control our reactions. A toxic person's negativity is a reflection of their own issues, not a reflection of your value. The Stoics would advise you to remain calm and centered. Don't let their behavior disturb your tranquility. Set clear boundaries to protect yourself from their harmful influence. If necessary, limit or even cut off interactions to preserve your well-being. You have the right to distance yourself from situations that compromise your peace of mind. At the same time, Stoicism encourages us to practice compassion and understanding. Recognize that the toxic individual may be struggling with their own inner conflicts or insecurities. This awareness can help you respond with empathy rather than anger, even if you choose to keep your distance. In the end, the toxic individual serves as a reminder of the importance of self-care and emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own responses and actions. By protecting our own peace and setting healthy boundaries, we uphold Stoic values and live more harmoniously with ourselves and others. Understanding who to trust and respect is crucial for a fulfilling life, and Stoicism offers profound wisdom on this topic. We've explored the 9 types of people you should be cautious about, drawing from Stoic principles that emphasize self-awareness, integrity, and emotional resilience. But remember, the Stoic path isn't just about identifying the challenges, it's also about how we choose to respond. By recognizing these types, You're not only protecting yourself from potential harm, but also cultivating a deeper understanding of what true trust and respect mean. As you navigate your relationships, let the teachings of Stoicism guide you. Stay grounded in your values, set clear boundaries, and focus on nurturing connections with those who uplift and support you. The journey of applying Stoic wisdom is ongoing, and each step you take towards understanding yourself and others brings you closer to a life of greater peace and purpose. So, keep these insights in mind, stay true to your principles, and remember that your inner tranquility is worth protecting. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more Stoic wisdom and practical tips. Thanks for watching.